Good afternoon, everybody, on this Friday, June 26th. I've got a nickel behind me, I've got a car full of stuff behind me, and John just went into AAA because we needed to pay our AAA membership by the 30th, and we're not gonna be here. And I tried to do it online, and it would not let me do it. Like, it was just like, no. It said that my zip code didn't match my AAA number, which is insane because I literally was holding the piece of paper in my hand that had come to my house with my AAA number on it, and it was like, no. And I literally tried. I've only lived in, well, 4 zip codes in my life. Well, other than when I was like a little kid, because we moved from Western Pennsylvania to Central Pennsylvania. But in my adult life, I've lived in 4 zip codes. I put 3 of them in. The only one I didn't put in was the first one that when John and I first got married, we lived in a different zip code. But the 4, and my house that I live in now was 1 zip code, and I haven't even moved, but they split the zip code into 2. So that's why I have 4 instead of 3. But I've only lived in 4 zip codes my whole life. I put 3 of them in. The one that I lived in, my first house that I owned, because we rented for the first year of our marriage, we bought a house, that zip code, and then my current home zip code, both of them. So I put all 3 of those in, and all of them were giving me an error saying that my zip code didn't match my AAA number. Anyway, he went in there to pay it because it's the 26th and it needs to be paid by the 30th. So we wanted to take care of that before we head out of town. It is 12:20 and we are getting ready to leave now. It is gonna take us, we're gonna stop at a winery first. Well, there's a winery that's not far from our hotel, which is also not far from, we're staying in a hotel that's Atlantic City technically, but it's not really Atlantic City. It's like out, it's on the mainland. Like, to get to Atlantic City, you have to go across a bridge, I think. I haven't been to Atlantic City in a couple years, but I think you have to go across a long bridge to get into Atlantic City, and it's on like the mainland New Jersey. I know to get to Ocean City, you got to go along a bridge. Ocean City, New Jersey is actually an island off of New Jersey. But we're staying on like the mainland New Jersey. But it's still like, considered, like, the hotel calls itself Atlantic City. And then we're going to a winery that's like not far from Atlantic City either. So we're gonna go there. John's gonna get probably 6 bottles of wine for the whole week, and it won't be just him. His sister will drink some, his dad will drink some. There's gonna be plenty to go around. My mother-in-law may have like a couple of sips. She's not a big drinker, neither is anyone else no one in my husband's family is big drinkers anyway. But my sister-in-law will have a glass of wine. My father-in-law will have a glass of wine, you know. So he's gonna get, I think, 6 bottles just to, you know, share around with everybody during the week. But that's where we're gonna stop first. We just said goodbye to Neil. We just stopped at Rite Aid and said goodbye to Neil. We took care of the dogs before we left. Yeah, all the laundry is washed except for our clothes we had on yesterday. The dishes we started, so there's not a single dirty dish in the entire house to our knowledge. Maybe there's something in Neil's room, I don't know. But we left the house in pretty good condition for Neil. Yeah. What else? I don't know what else to say. We're gonna head on the road. The road trip is going to take us about 3 hours, is what my phone was telling me. It's going to take us to get to the winery. It's about 3 hours. Sure, we're going to stop along the way. Because when I ate my brunch at 11, I had 17 ounce bottle, 16.9. I don't know why it's 16.9, but whatever. We did a 16.9 ounce bottle of Mountain Dew and all the ice that went along with it. I probably drank like 20 ounces in like a half an hour, and now my body is like spitting it all back out right now. So there's that. And I'm probably gonna have to stop to go to the restroom. Oh, here's John. I think he got a map. You got a map?
I figured, what the hell?
What the hell? New Jersey map, and what else did you get?
New Jersey book.
New Jersey book. There he is. Isn't he cute? Look at him. All right.
I love that vlog. You vlog, people.
I'm gonna put my camera down and I'm gonna go ahead.
She's not, she's gonna vlog and drive.
Yeah, no I'm not.
Come get her.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my camera down and we're gonna get on the turnpike and head east. That's where we're heading, so.
Did you change the card on the turnpike?
I did. One of the things I had to do last week was my credit card that I had attached to our Easy Pass was I canceled it because they pissed me off. So I canceled that credit card. So I had to change the credit card on our Easy Pass, which I did. That was one of the things I had to do last weekend on my to-do list. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I will talk to you guys later on today. Bye. All right, you guys, it is just about 7 o'clock at night. We are at the hotel. We had a little bit of a mishap. They put us in a room that, you know, it was fine, looked okay. And then John went in the bathroom and there was no towels. And we're like, okay, that's weird, but whatever, we'll get some towels. And then we went to put a couple of bottles of water in the fridge and there was food in there. There was like a half-eaten container of strawberries, a half-eaten container of like French dip. There was a bottle of water, a couple of like juice boxes, and that was pretty much it, right? That was pretty much it. But there was like food in the refrigerator. Anyway, long story short, we got a new room. But we're here. We got here a couple of hours ago. We're all checked in. We went and got Chick-fil-A for dinner. I had a Cobb salad, but I'll be honest, the Cobb salad at Red Robin is way better than the Cobb salad at Chick-fil-A. Just saying, that's just my opinion. It might be because the Cobb salad at Chick-fil-A has blue cheese and the Cobb salad at Chick-fil-A does not. Because I like blue cheese. For a long time I didn't. But I do now that I'm a little older. But we are all settled into the room. I don't think we're gonna leave the room again tonight, right? Yeah, Nick's over there watching videos. John's over here probably on Snapchat. He likes to watch Snapchat. He does all the Snapchat news, yeah. So, and I was watching a video that I turned off because I was like, I haven't talked to the vlog all day. So, we just brought our suitcases with our clothes and everything else we left in the car, which is really all that's left in the car. The car is full, like the car is full. But all that's left in the car is the suitcase that has all the linens in it, and the chairs, umbrellas, the couple of cases of water we have, like toilet paper, paper towels. Half the stuff that's in there won't come back with us. Like the 2 cases of water won't come home with us. We'll have that done by the end of the week. The toilet paper, most of that won't come. The paper towels, most of that won't come. You know, we brought 4 rolls of paper towels. And even in our house, with the 4 of us, we go through 2 rolls of paper towels in a week. I know, we're wasteful, I'm sorry, it's just, anyway. But we're gonna use those to do cleaning and stuff too. So like, you know, John got some cleaner when he went to the dollar store. We're gonna use that to clean, because when we get into the house, we're gonna clean, like, you know, the counters and the bathrooms and that sort of stuff, you know, because they hire cleaners and stuff, but you can never be too safe, too careful, right? Anyhow, so that's all that's really left in the car. All of the electronics and wallets and suitcases that have our clothes in it, they're all inside in the room with us here. But the only thing I might go down and do is get another bottle of water for the morning to put in the fridge for tomorrow morning. We'll check out of here at like 11 tomorrow. We're gonna run down to Sam's Club and we're gonna get some stuff from Sam's Club, because we're supposed to bring steaks, hamburgers, and hot dogs, and we're gonna make that beef and broccoli dinner that we like. So we're gonna have to go to Sam's Club and probably Walmart as well. But we're gonna do that. Well, we'll probably get some lunch first, to be honest, because we can't get into our house until 2, so I don't wanna buy the stuff too early, but I also don't wanna go into Ocean City, because Ocean City only has like 2 grocery stores, right? Yes. I think they have 2 ShopRites or something like that, actually on Ocean City, and they're not inexpensive, to say the least.
They're not terrible, but they're not the best.
Yeah. So there's a Walmart right down the street from us. There's a Sam's Club just a couple more blocks down from the Walmart. But I think we'll probably go get lunch first, because we'll probably go get Popeyes and have some lunch when we check out of here, and then go to Sam's Club and Walmart and get those couple of things. We're gonna get like eggs, Yeah, but we'll get like eggs and like breakfast food, and then we'll get the hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, and the ground beef. The only ingredients that the beef and broccoli take is cream cheese, a little bit of heavy whipping cream, which we'll just get a small container of heavy whipping cream because we put that in eggs anyway, and then mozzarella cheese, cream cheese, and like onions and like red pepper and stuff, just for flavoring, salt and pepper for flavoring. But yeah, we'll get all that stuff tomorrow before we head onto the island. And then when we get on the island, you know, hopefully it'll be pushing 2 o'clock by then, and my mother-in-law will be able to go get the keys and we can get into the house. That's the goal. We're only like, it's only gonna take us about 20 minutes or so to get onto the island from here.
As long as there's not anything too crazy, yeah.
Well, I prefer, so there's like one main road into Ocean City that most people take. There's actually a couple of bridges to get into Ocean City, but there's like the one main one that everybody goes through. The traffic on that is horrendous, like terrible. My preference is to go actually into Atlantic City and then come down from Atlantic City into Ocean City. That path into Ocean City is actually much easier to go, and the house we're renting is actually on the north side of Ocean City, so it makes sense to do that, in my opinion, rather than going in the main drag and then going back up to the northern part of the island. There's also a bridge that comes into the southern part of the island as well. Like that, I think there's only like the 3 bridges, right? There's the main one that goes in, and then there's the northern one from Atlantic City, and then there's this other one that goes down to like the Tuckahoe area.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So it's got like 3 main bridges to get off the island, but that's what we'll do. It's, like I said, it's like 7:05 right now. I'm gonna have Nick get in the shower. I'm probably gonna run down to the car just to get a couple more bottles of water to bring up, so I have a cold water in the morning. And I think I'm gonna pull my computer out and edit a couple of videos. I'm gonna try to edit the vlog, catch up on the vlog. I'm like 3 days behind on the vlog, so that's gonna be my goal tonight. But I think that's gonna be it. I know this is a short vlog, but literally we spent most of the day in the car. We had one interesting story that John was laughing at me about. I was driving, okay? So I'm driving. We got on the New Jersey side of Philly. We got in New Jersey, and we're driving. And I'm driving, and all of a sudden this guy in this pickup truck just literally starts coming into my lane. And it, like, we're driving slow. Okay, we're in traffic. And he just starts driving in my lane. And I'm driving, and he's just driving in my lane. I slam on the horn, and I hold the horn in. And the guy who's driving looks over at us like, what do you want me to do? I have to get in the lane, which is not true. The lane he was in kept going. He did not have to get into my lane. He just wanted to.
Did you want us to hit you then?
So thankfully, the people in the other lane, there was a car in the other lane behind us who stopped and like didn't keep going because my horn, like I was just honking the horn the whole time. And I was able to get out of the lane so the guy didn't hit me. But he was being a jerk. Point blank, he was being a jerk. He did not have to get in the lane. The lane that he was in kept driving. It wasn't like the lane was ending and I just was being a jerk about not letting him in. He literally just drove into my lane and didn't care. And I told John, I said, I should just let him hit us. We want to replace the car anyway. We're looking at getting a new car maybe later this year or early next year. I was like, we should just let him hit us and then suit him for hitting us. So, yeah. I wasn't having it. John said I was being a Karen. I said, no, the guy who thought he had a right to be in my lane where I was is the Karen, not me. I just was standing up for myself. So, anyway, I'm being silly. That's gonna be it for today. Today, I am thankful that we made it to the Atlantic City area. I think this is like Egg Harbor Township or something like that. Yeah, we're in Egg Harbor Township, so we're right outside of Atlantic City. So like we could just get on the Atlantic City Expressway, drive into Atlantic City, and then drive down into Ocean City, which is I think what we're gonna do. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'm thankful we got here. That's what I'm thankful for today, that we got here. I almost got hit on the turnpike. Similar situation. There was a car that was coming up. I was in the fast lane. There were 2 cars in front of me in the fast lane. This young lady came up on the inside and literally tried to run me off the road into the center guardrail because there was a tractor trailer in that lane and there wasn't enough space between the tractor trailer and me to pull in front of me, and she just like came in my lane and I honked at her. And thankfully she didn't run me off the side of the road because she looked like she was going to. Yeah, so I almost got hit twice. Not my fault, like none of it was my fault. It literally was people coming into my lane while I was driving. So I'm actually a fairly defensive driver in my opinion. I used to, in days past, I used to be much more of a aggressive driver, but I'd say at least the last 5 to pushing 10 years, I've been much more of a defensive driver. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I hope today was better than yesterday, and I hope tomorrow will be just a little bit better than today. I hope y'all are having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Nicholas is over there laughing at something he's watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.